Dreame's latest robot vacuum, the X50 Ultra Complete, sets a new standard for robot vacuums, offering a litany of genuinely useful features and excellent cleaning results. If you can stretch your budget to buy the X50, you won't be disappointed in its value proposition. It's fantastically low maintenance, thorough, and features all of the bolts and whistles you'd expect from a premium robot vacuum. The app is easy to use and the results speak for themselves. So, let's get into it. Announced in January 2025 at CES, the Dreame X50 Ultra Complete is one of the most expensive robot vacuums you can buy today at $1,699 or £1,299. Thankfully, Dreame isn't afraid of a good deal, and in the months since its release, I've seen the price drop by as much as $340 or £150. At its list price, it's towing the line of being overpriced, but these early deals make for strong value proposition. It's fairly common for flagship bots to cost well into the four figures these days, and the features here are in line with or exceed what you get elsewhere for a similar price. Plus, Dreame is generous with accessories. Out of the box, you not only get a vacuum and base, which are preloaded with a dust bag, filters, a side brush, and brush rolls, but you also get a full bottle of Dreame's multi-surface floor cleaner, 2 preloaded mop pads, and 10 replacement pads. And there's more: 2 spare side brushes, 2 spare roller brushes, 3 spare filters, and a cleaning brush for the water tanks, making for low maintenance costs in the first year or so. In the looks department, the Dreame X50 Ultra doesn't really break any conventions. The vacuum and the dock are pretty neutral, and the base is very slim, although you'll need to add space for the ramp and manoeuvring room for the robot to dock. Behind the scenes, there's a lot more going on in the base though. It's self-emptying and refilling, but also packs cleaning tech for both the dustbin and the mop pads, with heated water mop wetting and hot air drying, as well as UV light treatment for bacteria removal. Similarly, the robot itself packs ample features and functionality into a relatively compact body. It benefits from direct time-of-flight sensors situated within the sensor tower for accurate navigation and mapping, and this sensor puck can also sink into the robot vac in order to reach beneath low-clearance furniture. But the underside of the robot is where the action happens. Here's where you'll find its array of cleaning tools. Let's get the bad news out of the way. While the extending sidearm is fantastic for edge cleaning, my robot vacuum nemesis as a long-haired person are bristled sidearms. And that's what this vacuum has. Hair is easily tangled, and I've yet to test a robot vac where I don't face this problem when they use bristled side brushes. However, it does a fairly good job when it comes to the dual brush rollers, which Dreame calls the Hypersteam Detangling Duo Brush. These are really effective, making light work of pet and human hair alike. So, kind of getting there with the hair side of things. You'll also find the Dreame X50 Ultra Complete's golden goose amidst the cleaning tools: 2 stumpy legs, which allow the vacuum to safely propel itself over small thresholds and furniture legs. More on those shortly. After a painless 5-minute setup and a quick mapping route, the Dreame X50 Ultra is a dreamy come true, passing almost all of my standard RoboVac tests with flying colours. Let's start with the special features first. The tiny legs could be a game changer for anyone with tall thresholds. The vacuum will square itself up against a surface, extend its legs, and then vault itself up and onto the surface. It's a little slow, but it does work extremely well. Moving downhill is a little less graceful though, and involves the vacuum charging off the ledge full force and landing with an alarming thunk. The pop-down puck is a lot smoother and more graceful though. It works really well on test, consistently identifying low threshold obstacles and receding into the vacuum to go underneath them. The inaccessible area beneath my sofa has never been cleaner. Now onto the general cleaning performance. For this, I ran a range of vacuuming and mopping tests on different floor types. On hard floors, the X50 Ultra Complete was easily able to collect a majority of large, small, and powder debris on its first pass of the area. Its side brush, as you would expect if you've ever had a robot vacuum before, did send some debris flying, but the vacuum always returned for a second or third round of cleaning to collect any mess it missed on the first time round. The story was much the same on my low and high pile carpets, so as I'd expect, there was some residue left behind from the powder and fine debris. Again, that's fairly commonplace with robot vacuums. When it comes to mopping, I was most impressed with the X50 Ultra, where it offered the most thorough mopping experience I've ever seen in a RoboVac. Ample controls in the app allow you to customize your clean. Even when you're putting it to the test with things like sticky spills, wet spills, and dried on stains, it cleans all of them with ease, though sometimes can leave a few small streaks. You can either mix the Dreame approved detergent directly into the water tank in the base, or using the built-in automated detergent tank in the vacuum itself. I found both work quite well. Edge cleaning is similarly very impressive, thanks to the extending sidearm and mop pads, which, paired with the X50 Ultra Complete's excellent mapping, offer the most rigorous edge clean I've personally experienced. The X50 Ultra Complete successfully identified all of the flooring types in my apartment, automatically adjusting the level of suction and the mopping based on the floor type and dirt levels. It also features an increasingly popular mop pad pad lifting tech, which keeps your carpets from getting soggy and reduces the spread of bacteria. Broadly speaking, its obstacle detection is also solid, though there were some exceptions. You'll want to make sure small obstacles like short wires, crumpled paper, and socks are cleared before setting out the X50 Ultra Complete. Again, fairly commonplace even in more premium vacuums. Poop detection, however, has a quirk. Before I turned on pet mode, the X50 Ultra Complete repeatedly failed to spot and avoid my mock pet poop. Instead, it barreled headfirst into the fake feces multiple times, especially when navigating between rooms, in low light, or on dark backdrops. However, its dodge rate did improve significantly with pet mode turned on, so make sure that's the first thing you do if you've got messy pets at home. My apartment skirting boards are difficult to clean even by hand, but the Dreame X50 made a solid attempt when confronted with high volumes of fine powder. For spot cleans, it's excellent. And similarly, floor type and dirt detection worked really well for me. And while I've seen some reviewers found it didn't always clog carpet, I didn't face that issue in my testing. As a result, I also found the lift-up mop pads worked well and kept my carpets nice and dry. When it's done with the cleanup, the Dreame X50 Ultra Complete returns to its base for self-cleaning and drying, which I was really impressed with. One of its only failings is the battery life. Dreame quotes a 200-minute runtime on quiet mode with a 4.5-hour recharge, which is true, but when tested in my home using standard cleaning settings, I got an average of 90 minutes use out of the vacuum, which is a lot lower than I'd hoped for such a pricey device. I'd assume that's down to some of those more intelligent features, given that the Dreame X40 Ultra features the same 6,400 mAh battery, but fared better in our testing. So, should you buy the Dreame X50 Ultra Complete? If it's in your budget, it's a yes from me. But that's doubly so if you've got lots of tricky spots in your home like low clearance furniture or small thresholds. Similarly, if things like your skirting boards are prone to grime, the X50 Ultra Complete's extending side brush and mop pads will give your regular vacuum a run for its money. If your home's larger, you'll have to make peace with the fact that the X50 Ultra Complete might need to pop back to its base for a recharge a few times, but otherwise this is a fantastic all-rounder robot vacuum. You can read my full Dreame X50 Ultra Complete review on TechRadar.com using the link in the description below, where you'll find all the latest robot vacuum news and reviews. Let us know in the comments what device you'd like to see us review next.